Represento las calles de mi tierra, mi bandera, ay, mi bandera, Puerto Rico y todos los latinos, sonamos donde quiera.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Sports Jedi Network. It is All Elite Wrestling along here. Winter is coming out over us here on our platform. Salute everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I am BS Sports Jedi Kev. As we say, what's up? Good evening to everyone on our playback app, as well as the Rumble, YouTube, X, Instagram Live. Appreciate you guys on Kick and all the other different platforms to hear the sound of a voice. One more day on the platform. Tomorrow night, we have TNA Impact Zone on the playback, and then normal playback will be on YouTube as well as the Rumble app. Interesting. Appreciate everyone here tonight. And don't forget, hit that like button. And of course, let's say what's up to everyone in our chat. In a moment there, I'll get to everyone in our chat. What's going on? Daniel Barris Sports Highlight in the building. What's going on? Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. Always appreciate you shouting us out each and every stream. Thank you again. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, it's not a stream without seeing a greeting from Daniel. So yes, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And of course, we got a lot to talk about here especially with winter is coming. Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston for the All Elite Wrestling World Title. You've got the inaugural women's tag team, the Babes of Raps versus Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm. You're gonna crown their first ever AEW tag team, women tag teams. Of course, you got the Continental Classic. Got some good ones coming up here. Some good matches in the Continental Classic, and many more. You got that tag team with Swerve Strickland and the Cowboy, and taking on who the hell they're taking on. I'm not a big AEW guy. Usually the AEW guy is Chris, but Chris cannot make it tonight. I believe. I thought he was coming on, but I don't think he's coming on. So we'll keep it going. We'll keep it moving. I could have been reviewing NXT, which I wanted to, but it is what it is. We'll make some changes during next week. Okay, let's get the card. Let me get the card going. I have the banner going. Samoa Joe versus Eddie Kingston. They got the women's inaugural tag team. I usually put it there so I can have it there. The Continental Classic as well. So we're ready to go. I saw online, I just got home from work about 2 hours ago. Went on X, the little promotion. Tornado tag team. It's Hangman, Swerve Strickland. Who's their opponent? Versus the Ops. It's going to be the Powerhouse Hobbs and Shibata. All right, so that's that match. So I went online and I come in, and I don't know why X is always full of drama, negativity, bochinche. And I see Dax Hardwood, Matt Hardy, like over Dave Meltzer's 5-star ratings. Who gives it? Look, and I like what Matt said. He's at the age, you just enjoy wrestling. Seriously, I'm at that age as well. I think me and Matt, I believe, have the same age. I think we're both the same age. Or we're in the same age demographics with the Hardy Boys as myself. And I say the same thing. Like what you're gonna like, see what you're gonna see. And listen, when especially for all you youngsters. I don't want to sound like that old man, get off my lawn. But all you youngsters that that can hear my sound of my voice, who are wrestling fans, just enjoy it. Life is too short to be criticizing and complaining. If you didn't like it, if you didn't like what you saw, just don't watch it. Just don't watch it. Just turn it off. Get a hobby. Do something constructive. You know what? Meal prep. Make a hot dish, a meal, and go give it to someone who's hungry in the street. If you're gonna complain about the wrestling, especially this time of the year, like if it's something that you're wasting, you think wrestling is wasting your time, it's not enjoyable, you don't find fun, you critique it to the better dislike. Just go do something productive. This every city has a person in a homeless person who's hungry, who needs something. Go make them a meal, and stop complaining. Stop going online and complaining and bitching and doing it, and just let's enjoy wrestling. Yeah, there's things we're not gonna like. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like a bunch of stuff tonight when I'm gonna watch Winter's Coming. Like last night on NXT, it was a pretty good show, but there was a few things that didn't hit. But again, they're not booking those shows just for myself. They're booking for different audience, different niche. And that's what makes this fun, being a wrestling fan. All this, I didn't like the way this start. I didn't like the way that start. I didn't like the way it start. I mean, just let's enjoy it. Look, I'm pretty sure we all had a thought of who should be the women's tag team titles picture for AEW. Maybe some of us want to see Eddie Kingston win the world title. Some of us don't. But let's see what happens. Let's see how that shows. Let's see how that the Tonight show. Give me a chance. Again, All Elite Wrestling is not my suit, not my cup of coffee. That's Chris's show. He likes his AEW, but I'm open-minded to give it a fair assessment. Watch a couple of weeks of it. I thought Blood and Guts was very entertaining. I thought last week's AEW show was entertaining. Am I going to sit back and watch those shows? No. Am I going to say it was terrible? I wouldn't be doing another watch along here if it was that horrible to watch. It was entertaining. It's the Continental Classic, although there is no storylines like they say and all this and that. The storyline of the Continental Classic, at least for me, watching it, and again, I am not a sicko. I don't like AEW. I'm an AEW fan. I'm open-minded, trying to give this opportunity to the company, watch it and see it. Why some people dislike it so much, and so forth. That the storyline out of the Continental Classic, the whole tournament, is could Okada retain his Continental or whatever the title is called, the All Atlantic, the Continental Classic? Can he stay and repeat and keep his title? I think that's the storyline in this tournament. The king of tournaments in Okushi Okada from the G1s and all, he is the king of tournaments. Tony Khan makes all these tournaments, the Continental, because he had Okada and he wants to showcase that he's the king of tournaments. Can the king of tournament continue and win and keep his reign as a champion? I think that's the storyline when it comes to Continental Classic. Could there someone rise and defeat the king of tournaments? I think watching, and again, I'm watching it from afar. I'm not a sicko. I don't follow the product. But looking at that, I think I got that grasp. For me, at least me watching wrestling for so long, that's what I came away when they do the Continental Classic. And look, these matches are really well done. Good matches, good wrestling matches. The performers go out there and they give their super uber best night in, night out. Whenever they do that, with the lack of house shows, and probably they don't even go over the matches with their agents. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of All Elite Wrestling according to what the rumor mills is, or the dirt sheets and all the scuttlebutts and all the bochinche and all that they don't listen to their coaches. They don't listen to the producers. They pretty much Wild West, and Tony Khan agrees and thumbs ups this and thumbs up that and likes this, and everything is fine. And he's Tony the Tiger for a reason. Everything is great, so maybe that, sometimes it reflects on the wrestling, but those performers go out there and they give their best. Regardless, some of them are not ready for the shine of the spotlight of the big time, but hey, they have to start somewhere. And I think I appreciate those performers out there. We'll see what happens here tonight. Hopefully it's going to be a good show. The one thing I got to say, when you watch it, the few times I've done watch-alongs, watched All Elite Wrestling, I like the way at least the crowd is always energetic. Regardless if it's 1,700, 10,000, whatever the case is, when you have an All Elite Wrestling, I got to give them their flowers. Their crowd looks like they're ready to go have a good time. They're ready to go. It's like the modern day wrestling Woodstock. There might be some hygiene issues like in Woodstock and all that, but they're there to have a good time and have fun and enjoy pro wrestling. That's the way I see it. That's the bottom line. I can't see it any other way, but let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do some Dynamite. I'm ready to get about 6 minutes to go. The one thing I wish, when I opened Twitter, I wish I didn't see the back and forth with Dax Harwood. There's so much other things, so much big fish to fry to be arguing amongst your own wrestling peers about a Dave Meltzer star rating system. It's one guy's point of view. Is his eye of beholder. Could it be persuade a certain way and biased? We don't know. It kind of seemed like that, but that's that man's prerogative. That's that man. You know what you do when you don't, if you don't want to hear or don't care about Dave Meltzer. There's a beautiful feature on the X application. It's the mute button. I put it to our show, to myself. I haven't muted anyone, but it gets to the point if someone's going to aggravate you and bother you with their nonsense, just hit the mute button. Not even block. I don't even believe in blocking. If you want a rebuttal, we rebuttal. We have a debate. But if this is something that doesn't please you, you don't like it, just mute the person. Don't want to hear so many blah 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 stuff. That's my opinion. To get too old for this shit. You get too old for this shit to be going back and forth and listening to Twitter nonsense and seeing all that. It's just wrestling, man. Let's just enjoy lucha libre, man. That's the wrestling is supposed to get us an escape from the 9-to-5 grind. Messy. We have enough drama either getting to work with either a subway, the weather inclements, traffic, the moronic drivers cut you off, whatever. And then you want to come home, you got bills to pay, something breaks in the house, something this, your fridge, you run out of milk, you run out of this, that, you don't know what, grocery store. They've got enough hassles. So we come here and we turn on wrestling and we just want to get that 2 hours, 3 hours escape of people just pro wrestling, storytelling, wrestling drama, action, nonstop. And that's what we want. We don't want to hear that nonsense, drunk, the other gossip and bochincha that comes with all the wrestling. Just want to get away and escape from wrestling. That's my point of view, man. That's my point of view, the way I see it. What's going on, Zach? How are you, Zach? How are you, man? Snow and ice tomorrow morning, yes or no? For me, no. I'm in Orlando, Florida, so I'm fortunate where we don't get snow. We had a lot of rain, or the weather's, it gets a little cold in the morning, a sweater, a pullover, wow. And then by 8 o'clock in the morning, 9, you're taking it off and you remove layers. It's not that serious. It's not you guys in the Northeast. I feel for you guys. But that's the price when you live in the Northeast. You know what you're signing up for. I lived it. I was born and raised in that weather. So I'm aware of that. So we got 3 minutes before the All Elite Wrestling. Now, the playback. The playback will be going away Friday at 6 p.m. We have one more live stream on the playback here for TNA Wrestling tomorrow night. That'll be the final one because they will go off they will be no longer in existence. We have the streams anyway, just in case, for SmackDown and Saturday night's main event, but I believe they're going off the air. They send us the notice, they had notification. If you're a member in the playback, you see it at 6 p.m. On all over X. Maybe there'll be someone swooping in the last minute to buy it. I doubt it. We will be on Rumba, the same exact format that we do here on the playback. You'll be able to watch along with us and see. And of course, the traditional YouTube watch alongs where no footage. And of course, on Kick, Truvo, Twitch, on X, and so forth. And of course, we're going to continue. We're going to do grinding. We have to get back in reviewing and giving us our predictions and thoughts on the wrestling program. We didn't do it last week, but I think waiting a week and other priorities, I'm going to have to either do two wrestling shows and a review. I think I'm going to have to change up the format because we had a lot of things to talk about with Monday Night Raw with the Mystery Man, and we have not talked about it. And as well as yesterday's NXT, we didn't even break down the deadline pay-per-view results with the world title changing hands. So we have a lot there, and sometimes Saturdays I don't like feel like I'm being rushed. I gotta be. I think I'm gonna have to split the show where we do half a show on one week and half the other on Saturday, so we could cover our bases. And don't forget, because we always come out and go, oh, we forgot to talk about this, we forgot to talk about that. I think we have to do that going forward, just to cover our bases. Oh, let's go. Okay, I'll be careful. Snow and ice in Chicago. Yes, so those of our friends in Chicago, Illinois, and little nephews are out there. Stay warm, stay bundled. Miss Gemma as well. We got Nate Dogg from Chicago as well. So all our folks out there in Chicago, salute to you guys. All right, so let's bring the guest of honor in. Let me get the guest of honor as we get, which Again, remember, I don't have the access to the Max, so we're going to have to go through this situation where we're going to have some breaks in commercial, no international feed like the WWE feature that I have with the VPN. So we're going to be able to, we're going to have to watch it with the commercial breaks. Well, right now we got the four pillars of All Elite. We got Leonard Wallowitz, Sheldon Cooper, and Kutsapali. Those guys always bring in 1 million ratings, and then everything that once their segment is over, the company shows, you can hear the remotes switching. I'm joking. This went on a whole thing. If you don't like it, don't watch. I'm joking here. It's a little bit of a joke. All right, we're going to get that ready to go. We're about to start All Elite Wrestling. Here we go. Winter is coming. Hopefully not too hard. The main event is Eddie Kingston and Samoa Joe. All right. Look at those mutants there. Holy, where are they at? We'll get the volume up. Mike Briscoe, the TNT champion. Kyle Fletcher and Speedball Mike Bailey. Oh baby, get the lotion, Dave Meltzer. Holy shit! I know what he's doing tonight. Hi Heather, good evening. All right, here we go. Tireless Toni Storm. Oh my God. All right. So we get the women tag team match is going to be tough to call. I like both teams, but I kind of got the Babes of Wrath. I don't know. I think they're going to give it to them. I think it's going to be Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm. I think they're going to be just for the credibility, and then they'll lose it. I think they're going to be the inaugural because Toni Storm is going to try to elevate that match. Who? Oh, that's right. All right, it's Wednesday. It's cornball time. Tony, what's going on? Here's the biggest cornball in Willow Nightingale. You know what? I like that they have the matching outfits. Well, there goes a tip. Willow, it'd be nice to see Willow. I'm with you. I think Willow needs it. It'd be nice to see her hold the title. I agree. I thought Willow should have been the first person to beat Mercedes in AEW, but that's something else different. All right, here we go. Ring the bell. We got the horseface jackass referee in there. I guess the crowd forget where they're at. All right, here we go. Ladies go round and round. Remember, Shirakawa missed. Probably Cameron misses a roll. A lot of screaming. A lot of screaming. Okay, that's a nice little roll. All right. Okay, Harley. Well, moving quick, Harley. Oh, it's the tip bomb. Motorboating her. That was called a motoring boat. And then she doesn't want to be co-sexualized. That was a very good transition. I know a lot of sickos would have loved to have been in the Harley Cameron transition there. Motorboat. There's a tag and the camera all up on Willow's widescreen. Oh, there you go. Got some heavyweights. Watch out, quick. You're dealing with some heavyweights. There's a sniffer. So Toni Storm turned into a sniffer. He took a sniff for her. And if you want to stay fresh, use Dude Wipes, our official sponsor tonight. Thank you, Dude Wipes. Even makes you Toni Storm take a whiff of you. Wow, the crowd is loud. I like it. All right, nice. Atlanta. Okay, Atlanta. There's a chop. And there's another chop. Ladies hold chop in the middle of the ring. Now we got some forearms. All right, forearm. Watch out. Here comes Harley Cameron. What was the point of this? Now all four ladies in. Oh no, Tomohishi wants to come out here and chop. Okay. All right. Nice so far. All right, so far looking pretty good, this match here. Uh-oh, Willow with the cannonball. That's a brick house. He's mighty tight. Willow's a brick house. How come Toni Khan should buy the rights for Brick House? Oh, they got a wheelbarrow. Kick out that too. There you go. Fix those cans, Harley. They're flopping all over the place. Your sloppiness. Oh, what a chop. Oh, that was a nice backbreaker by Toni Storm. Nice executed there. All right, here's Myra Shirakawa. Mina Melons with a nice suplex. And the Melons bounce. She made it bounce. Another suplex. And a quick tag. All right, what are we going to got here? Okay. Unorthodox offense. Harley Cameron kicks out. Hey, not a bad start here for the women's match here. And the crowd likes it. The crowd is clapping up a storm. Okay. There's a hot tag. Here's Willow again. Willow with the clothesline. Here comes Willow Nightingale. Here comes she's a brick house out there with clotheslines. Oh, chopping people. Looking out there like an auntie slapping. Don't you be touching the biscuits. No, Willow now. Willow double clothesline. All right, Medea. Oh, Toro. Hecho por manteca. That's bacon power right there, brother. Bacon grease. Sorry, guys. We don't have the international feed here. No HBO Max. Maybe when they go to this by Netflix. Oh, wait. They won't have a TV. They won't have a streaming deal. No, I don't need to hear this. Well, they have the picture-in-picture, which I gotta appreciate about that, though. They do give you that picture-in-picture where you can see the wrestling quality, the wrestling matches going. Unlike the other company that you just totally go off the air, to the commercial. They want you to see the Pizza Hut. So at least I gotta give that credit to where credit's due. I gotta give that appreciation to it. Oh man, we got Willow working out here. We got to cover 1, 2, kick out at 2. Kick out at 2 there as Mina Shirakawa. Mina Melons is having a hard time here against Willow Nightingale, who's in control. Another forearm. Willow, and now it's a snap bear. What is she going to set up here? A body scissors, a leg scissors here. I don't know. People say thick thighs save lives, but not here. That she's squeezing. Yeah, come on up. Look at this. Leg scissors around and around they go. Around and around they go. Where would it stop? No. Maybe through the whole commercial break or the picture-in-picture. What happened? Oh, Peter Alonso? Yeah, your team is. All right. Ooh. Shining Wizard. That's why I took a break from baseball. I have zero. I'm going to be totally blunt and honest. I have zero fucks, zero cares what the Yankees do. Because all the Yankee fans want the hottest free agent and the dumbest Japanese player that's not going to work out here. So I'm thankful that I don't have to deal with that nonsense. Yeah. All right, here we go. Coming back. They soured me with their stupidity, the fan base. Those are the breaks, brother. There we go. Let me get the let's get Mickey Mouse in here. Tony Schiavone. What do you like winning this match, Mets? Who's going to be your inaugural tag team champion? If you had the pencil, who are you going to place as your champion? That's a nice DDT there. I agree with you. Oh, look at that. Tony Storm. Look at that. She's out there. Look at her. I got the same with you. I agree with you. Double dog. Look at that DDT. Why is she doing the chicken? Oh, because she's going to do a chicken wing? All right, I think the match, I'm not going to be honest with you, they're going to have to bring it home already. It's starting to get a little sloppy now. No. I think I do, but I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use Discord. I couldn't understand it. I have it there and nobody talks, nobody does nothing, it's just there. It's the most dumbest. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe I'm an old guy that don't get it. I've got like 2 of them, and I don't get it. And the same thing with Reddit. I don't. Every time I post something on Reddit, it gets shut down. Reddit takes it off. This is not appropriate. It's my freaking content. Rumble app. Okay, an Indian Deathlock by Willow. Who's the legal woman here? What a mess. All right, you got to wrap it up. It's starting. You guys worked extremely hard. 15 minutes, get a new champion. What do you guys think, chat? I think they need to wrap it up before it gets sloppy and gets corny, and it's okay to wrap it up here. Now they're all headbutting each other. And both did a sling blades. Maybe don't put the camera while they're communicating, please. While they're talking amongst themselves on the ground, all four ladies, don't zoom in. Don't zoom in on them having a conversation about what's next, calling the match. And the WWE does that too. I hate that. Protect the business. Go to a marking out on the camp on out in the arena. Oh, look at all those comp seats. Was it a sling blade or what was that? I guess. Power driver. 1, 2. No, Willow. Willow now is thrown out. Tornado. No. Okay. Nice. Nice suplex there. What's going to happen here? Shirakawa and Harley in the middle. Okay. They did that like 6 times already in the match. That's why I say bring it home. Bring it home already. You're repeating the same moves. That was nice by Mina Shirakawa. Another one. This should do it. A kick? What's she doing here? Oh my God, she missed. Jesus Christ. That's why they got to wrap it up. Don't cheese it up. You're having a hell of a match. But the longer they go, I know at least they're getting women time. But the more longer they're going to go, the sloppier they're going to match, and the critics are out already to get them. I want them to finish on a high note. That was sloppy. And that could have hurt her neck. Because fatigue. Powerbomb. They should do it. Yes. They brought it home. All right, Willow. A good match, ladies. Very good match, ladies. Congratulations to Willow and Harley Cameron. That's cool. Babes of Wrath. That too. But one is a melon. A watermelon. The other one. The other one has melons. Good job. Congratulations, Willow Nightingale. Let's go. That's a Long Island product. Let's go. Oh, no. Why? What Renee Paquette? Okay, here we go. I'm so glad that she's there because we got Jackie Redmond and we got Kathy Kelly back. I saw it on the Knicks a little bit with the management and changing. I got to get them. I'll get to the Knicks soon. Renee isn't bad. I rather look, but Renee ain't bad. I rather look at Kathy Kelly. Thunder looks great, but they got to go through a deep West. All right. Someone check on Bubba Ray Dudley. That's okay, Zach. They're in Atlanta. Some theater house in Atlanta. All right, that's cool. I like they're going to shake hands here. Good job. Good job there for Toni Storm. Raise the hand. That was cool. That's a good. Well done. Toni Storm needs a vacation. Not that I don't want her on television. Just come back, repackage, and get the people getting excited. Just for like 3 weeks. Just a little bit of a vacation, just to recuperate her body. She low-key does. Yeah, she does, just a little bit. Not a month. Maybe a month might be a little too much, but if they give her a month, whatever. But 2 to 3 weeks, Toni Storm, and bring her right back on television. Just a little bit like, oh, wow, that's right, she was gone. And the crowd would get excited to see her return. She is very valuable for the company, regardless if you like her or don't like her. She just needs some time off. Who? Samoa Joe? Hey, everybody wants to hot potato that damn title. Do you want MJF to be champion to come back? You want Bobby Lashley to get a world title shot? Darby Allin? That's the problem. Your fan base, the AEW fan base wants to hot potato the title, and then the owner listens to that on Twitter, and he changes, and it means that's why they don't grow. It's like everybody and their mother wanted Hangman to win, and then they were there as soon as he won it. They were booking to take the title off of him. It's probably 60-40 with Eddie Kingston. There's probably 40% of people want Eddie Kingston as world champion tonight. But if you were to poll it online, there'll be 40% easily that they want Eddie Kingston the world champion. And that's not good when you want a 60-40 split. You need a 70-30. I agree. Samoa Joe is right now, the ratings are down. He's the one true guy that actually has credibility, with the world title and a heel to breathe on him. But everybody wants him to lose the title already. Oh, at World's End, MJF needs to come in and cash in and take that title. Or Swerve should beat him. Everybody wants to hot potato that title off of Samoa Joe. Can the guy have a 90? Can the guy have a 90-day reign without threatening him or asking or picking the next guy to want to take the title off of him? Could we get him to see what it looks like and carry the company for 90 days, and we'll see then after that? But at the end of the day, isn't Moxley a heel? And that's what you're supposed to get from your heel? You're not supposed to like your heels. You're not supposed to love them or find them entertaining to a pleasure. You're supposed to despise and cannot hate your heels. That's the problem when we're losing the essence here in 2025 when it comes to the wrestling, watching heels. The same thing with MJF. He's supposed to be a despicable heel. And he tries hard for you to not like him, from throwing drinks in little kids' face to being rude. He don't want you to like him. That's the idea of the heel, but everybody wants to cheer him. It's like, It's so weird. But it made it work because he got 1,316 days as champion, and it was a nice. I actually thought it should have been longer. I think he should have broke Hulk Hogan's record, and I stick by it. I don't think Cody should have gotten that first run, that title run, in the rest with the everybody and their mothers, from Andre the Giant to Adrian Adonis, helping him to win the title. I think it should have been. Personally, I still stick with it because ever since he's been world champion, SmackDown's ratings has gone to shit. It's the fact. Oh, that's a whole other ball of wax when it came to The Rock and Travis Scott and all that nonsense. I don't know what the hell. Something there happened that we're not going to know the real difference. I think that was Rock telling the wrestling fans, F you. I didn't get my match. I didn't get my match with my cousin the year before. You cried it. I went along with it. I pivoted. I did the tag team match. It didn't feel anything, whatever. And then I went away, and then he came back, and then he must have liked something that he heard or saw. And there's an internal battle. There's an internal battle of in that company from all that. All right, let's get John Moxley. Here we go. Speaking of Moxley, it's Maxi Pad time. Sponsored by Stay Free. It's always with wings. He's already bleeding. Oh, I thought he said he was circumcised. Yo, is he holding his laughter? I thought he was trying to hold his laughter. Where's Claudio? Where's Pat? Good point out there, Heather. No Pac, no Claudio. They said, hell, they got fish sticks in catering tonight. Well, they're the hungry, but Claudio and Pac are too busy in catering eating. Man, even the promo, he got no pop. Oh, here we go. Oh. And then they complain about the eating. They complain about the eating, but everybody's doing the same shit. The Tarzan song. That's a one-hit wonder too. Just like the wrestler that comes out to it. There we go. Oh, he's replacing Pendejo. Darby Allin is out. Yeah, he's a Pendejo. Hopefully he wants to climb another mountain. Oh, I hear a coin drop from the coin purse. Yeah, Jungle Boy's heel run sucked and a failed experiment. Yeah, and they pivot. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. They tried it as a heel, didn't work. I don't see. It's okay to try something different for Jungle Boy. They should have never separated him with Luchasaurus. Here's Okaka. Here's the and to me, I said this that they say the Continental Classic has no stories met, and the story is it's him. Continental Champion is trying to hold his title and retain and beat, and he's the greatest tournament wrestler that Tony Khan. That's why he made this tournament. The storyline here is, can someone step up and take this title, win this tournament, and take this title away from Okada? That's the story of the story. That's the storyline in this Continental Classic. Ooh, somebody had a WWE World Title, tag team title there. All right, this is the Gold League. Yeah. I like both. They both bring something different. They both bring something different. I like them both. Wow, Audrey doing back-to-back duties here. They must be feeding her carrots. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice play there by Jungle Boy. Don't get injured now. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to be leaving soon. Okada now. No, Bungle Boy. Right into the barricade. That was weak. Let's see what Okada's going to do here. Nope. Oh! Kind of like the Shiny Wizard. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Who wins this? You think Perry gets a victory, or do we get a tie here? 1 point. Okada wins. I think it's going to get a draw. Jungle Boy. Cross body. Got an elbow. Got a nice elbow. 1, 2. I wonder how the dynamic is going to be when Anna Jay does sign with the WWE. And he's over here and Punk is in the WWE. It's interesting. Oh, they give him the finger, give him the bird. Look at that. But look at that drop kick right in his ass. So who's that? Cameraman? Don't Dot Sampson didn't even bother getting up from his seat. He's clear it. He's good. He's got a pulse. All right, we got a Jack Perry, Okada, Gold League Continental Classic. Boy, that's a small front row. You know those were comp seats. The hard camera. Oh, face first. And his big forehead right on the ground. Oof. They're gonna go in a commercial. Or picture in picture. Let's see. Picture in picture. The finals in Abu Dhabi? For real? Oh, I thought it was in Abu Dhabi for some reason. How the hell are they in? Money, baby. It's all about the money, baby. All about the Benjamins. So you see how many people are on the registry for Royal Rumble tickets? Over 850,000 people want to buy tickets. Like, really? At those high prices? I don't know where they get the people getting the money. I really don't know where the hell people are getting the money to buy these tickets for the WWE. It's sports washing, and I hate it. Yeah, Saudis are trying to take over the world. Yeah, and they're doing it via the sports and entertainment and all that. Yeah. Yeah. They're moving tickets. I don't know how. I swear I don't know. I am fiberglass of the amount of people that want to buy these tickets. They're going to be super over expensive. I mean, it's fun to be there, but man, that's expensive. God bless them who has that money. I mean, really, I am really like surprised on who could afford these tickets to these arenas currently right now, full price without any credentials, without any on the arm. You know, no, it's expensive. They're expensive. And that's not even that. It's just even to get there, to park and get there. You know, I know we talk about this every stream when it comes to that, but man, that's a reality. There's a nice DDT. Okada in control here while they're in a picture-in-picture break here. And he did a nonchalant cover by standing on Perry. Picked out a 2. Well, I don't think that was a smart move. We'll get back into the action here. The nosebleed went down from 500 to 300. Wow. Those $200, it's still $300 is a lot to be looking at an end. But you could say you were in the building. And supposedly there is no runtime for the Saturday night's main event. It's whatever, as long as every match is going to give as much time as needed. The floor seats have gone down to 1,200. Under 1,300. Wow. It's an insane price at this time of the year for 4 matches. Oh, what a clothesline by Jungle Boy. How the hell Máscara Cagada got a point? Oh, Roderick Strong lost. Okay, that's the loser of the bracket. Nice. Nice forearm by Jack Perry. Nice shot. I think Jack Perry is going to, and Okada's going to end in a tie. Oh, he missed a little bit there. But that was nice. All right, good recovery. Yeah, he missed it. Why show it? He totally missed it. I don't think that was wise to show that that replay there. Exactly. Look at that. Shivani had to say correct it. Oh my God. Just act like nothing happened. Just keep it going. Oh, good recovery. Nice neck breaker there. Yeah. They already announced it on the 20th. What an elbow. Look at that. He wants to turn into the proctologist. Look at that. He's the proctologist. Oh, look at that. Oh, I thought he was going to put that finger where the sunshine don't start. No, miss with the Mainbreaker. Leapfrog. Drop kick. Oh, those crowds are going to be electric, Heather. Poison Rana. Ooh. That's dangerous. Curse. No. The knee strike. No, kick out at two. Let's see. This is awesome, Chant. It's a good match. This is a very good match. Despite a little hiccup, but tell me a fight that looks clean. All right, here we go. It's got a submission move. Oh, look at that. Oh, Okada using those chompers. Hey, the guy eats raw fish. You don't mind eating raw fresh. Oh, look at that. He bit him in the nuts, and he liked it. Wow. That's not where you get the milk from. Okada's going to tap. Oh, no. He got the rope. He bit him. He bit him in the junk. Of course, he bit him in the junk. What do you expect? What do you thought he was, at Bully Ray Sausage Party? Come on. I wonder why Anna Jay is going to WWE. There we go. I expect that from Ricochet to Will Ospreay, but come on. That is a waymaker. Oh, it still hurts. Missed the drop kick. Perry looking for finisher here. Nope. Oh, tilt the world. Now, another rainmaker. 1, 2. Thank you, Jagu Perry. You're right. I thought it was going to end in a draw. I didn't see Tony Khan have Jungle Perry lose and get no points, but hey, there we go. What do I know? I don't watch this product. I don't know how the guy books. Jungle Perry has no points. 2 zeros. Oh, Speedball is going to be a loser too with no points. Okay. That was an interesting match there. I thought they were going to end up with 1 point apiece, but why not? 1 victory. Oh, look at this. The duffel bag. There's the duffel bag with Rocky Romero. A clone. Takeshna. The Walking Wiener. And Mark Davis. Oh, Jack, they're going to step him up. Oh, wait a minute. What's going to happen here? He's glazing Jack Perry here. Oh, he wants to recruit Jack Perry. What a manager. Yeah. Didn't Rocky Romero have an eye patch? What happened? He grew a new eye? Didn't Rocky Romero have an eye patch? Like Slick Rick? I mean, you're the New Japan guy. I'm asking. I thought you knew. The crowd is asking, what is this? Oh my God. The crowd is chanting, what is this? Couldn't they leave this for Collision? Let's see what Jungle Boy. All right, here you go. He got his answer. All right, Jack Perry is getting a beat down. Take a shit. Don't even want to touch that. Here comes the dinosaur. Wait a minute. Luchasaurus is going to turn on him again? Oh, it was a diversion. It was a diversion. The Young Cups. Oh my God, that was a bad double. Don't double choke slam if you're going to get on the fattest guy in the group. V-trigger. Here comes Don Callis. Why did he get in the ring? He was outside. Why did he go in the ring like a clown? The Bucks to give him the money. Oh, take a shot. Take a shot, that triple kick. Here's Punky Vice. Now to the choke slam. Bro, he got right back up from that choke slam. They left the money there, though. Well, Chef Dan says this is hilarious. Chef, you know what's so funny? What's hilarious? They hate Jey Uso yeeting. And meanwhile, they're all doing the same exact kind of movement as Jey Uso. But meanwhile, they'll criticize Jey Uso online. Oh, look at this. Boy, she's turning to cringe. I'm sorry. She's a product of the WWE promos. Other than she could wrestle, great, but other than that, she's a product of the WWE. Ugh, she's terrible outside of there. What's up, Shad? Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Glad you joined me here. It's snowing hard or what? I mean, yeah, I'm giving it an. I mean, the guy that watches it, I'm trying to get him to cover, but he disappears. Yeah, I'm giving it a chance. I want to do reviews instead than watching it, but there's a lot of things happening. But we'll pivot. We'll pivot. Taking advantage of the last few days of playback before it goes away. What a waste of our time playback did. I mean, that's what happens when you start signing Gilbert Arenas for money, Tony Reality, Dylan Betances, bringing up, and they ran out of money. Maybe one day I'll drink the Kool-Aid, and I don't know about that, but I'm open-minded. Look, I even try to get tickets, and they don't help themselves. Yes. Yeah, because the wrestling fan is conditioned to want to watch stories. Yes, and they go, no, but this is different. This is for wrestling fans who want to see good graps yeah, but now you have a full year, maybe, or a year and a half, and it shows that your numbers are not increasing. You're not getting you're not growing. You might have to start changing, go back to storytelling or start storytelling because your pure wrestling show that's dream matches is not moving the needle when it comes to ratings and viewership. No, this guy's a bum. We don't want to hear from him. Yeah. Yes. And that's the issue right there. And the thing is, not your niche audience might not have the means to support you with your arenas, the gates, because it's a small amount. You're not expecting them to travel and fly and go to all these arenas. That's why they staved away from 9,000 seat arenas to now to smaller venues, because they lost their good strong audience. Oh, this is gonna be good. We got a Mark Briscoe in-ring commercial. He wants to reach for the sky. Look at the entranceway. Look how small that is with the amount of people there. And again, it's not a comparison, but not even TNA has the entrance that small, where the people in the aisleway. Look how small that is. But you know what? They sound loud though. As much as we're saying how small, but they do sound loud on television. I got to give them that credit. I want to be positive on that as well. But that looks small though. Thanks to John Cena. Who? All right, Briscoe's cutting a promo here. All right. Look at that mutant. No, he's taking on Danny Garcia. They better find a new place to change that title. TNT. They won't be on that network in a few more years. Just call it the television title. I'll be honest with you, I didn't appreciate their matches because I didn't see none of them. I know they were a good tag team, but I never seen none of them, so I wouldn't know. I'm pretty sure they were good. Oh God, why is he coming out? No, that's Ricochet. Is it? Oh no, it's Wheeler Yuta. Oh my God, they sound alike. They sound alike. I thought that was Ricochet. Oh, these guys need their balls to drop. Ooh, that was terrible, that promo. Chef, you hearing this nonsense? To hype him up. Wow. This took a left turn in Albuquerque. He is the champion. What is this sad? The crowd loves him. Even the tough guy angle sounds whack. He made his move, brother. He made his move. He made another move. Ahí, coño. Now, they've got the numbers game. Why don't they attack him and soften him up for fucking Saturday? They've got the numbers game. All the time the heels have the numbers game. They always beat up. Why didn't they just beat them up? They had the numbers game. I thought it was going to get an ass whipping by the numbers game. That was a weird segment. Oh, we got something happening backstage. Who's this? Look, Tekla, Chris. Tekla. I don't know who they're beating up. Oh, it's Statlander. Statlander came out of nowhere. Tekla, Chris. Tekla. Oh. Sky Blue. She needed the money. Oh, I saw the video on Saturday from Collision when they were going to Triangle Madness was hitting one of the girls on the table, and she stopped and she kept doing her head like she was getting. Oh my god, I'm like, oh, production. No, we got the ops. We got power botch. Hobbs. Oh, this is gonna be good. You got the bread guy, Shibata bread. What's up from the Nightmare Factory? That's not gonna happen here tonight. Well, it's 9:20. No, yeah. They don't got a TV deal. Here we go. Here's Adam Page. All right. What do you think you are, Mike Santana? Come on. Oh my god. Look at all those stiff people trying to swerve dance. Oh my god. Here comes the plunders. Look at Pops. Like, what the hell did I do? What the hell you brought me here for? Oh, come on. All right, so they're fighting all over the place. That guy's too big. He can't even get up from his seat. I can understand Pops not getting up from his seat. He's an older gentleman, but that guy he just couldn't get in. He's lodged in there. Let's face it, Swerve in the WWE would never touch the main event scene. He's better off in AEW. They would not. Come on, he would be booked worse than Carmelo Hayes or Trick Williams. Let's face it, he's better off here being the face of AEW for his career. He would never. I don't think he would never. He would never hold the WWE title. Maybe if he goes back now, because he'll probably put in his contract. But he would have stood with them there. He would not. He would have not been main. They would have not seen him as the face of the company like AEW does. Let's face it. He's too in love with the violent stuff. Yeah. I don't know. You're used to it. That's what it is. Am I saying that something out of statement though? What was that? Like with Swerve, Chef, do you think he would? I don't think WWE would have put him in the top there. Like, no. Yes. Yeah, I didn't. I don't. He's better off because now if he goes to now if he renegotiates and he goes back to WWE, there might be an opportunity for him to be on top of the main card as the world champion. Correct, but personally, I don't see him if he would have stood, especially. Mhm. Yes, 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 and also one of the reasons that led to his release was an attitude issue. You know, they try to keep this kid working. They gave him a podcast on the Peacock. You know, they Swerve. They gave him they kept even though he wasn't they didn't have nothing, but they kept him with a podcast to do it to be. They knew he was talented, but the same thing with Lee. They had attitude. Vince, get out, you're gone, and that's that's the problem. Man. Yes, they fumbled it. They didn't know what we had, but I don't think he would have evolved the way he's evolved here. He even looks physically different from WWE. So this is a blessing in disguise for Swerve, in my opinion. If he ever wants to return, if he wants to, or just continue being the face of that company, make a Hall of Fame career out of himself in AEW, that's right there on the table for him. But we'll see. I mean, that's the best. To me, this is the best move that ever happened in his career, being released by the WWE. The bell hasn't rung yet with all this plunder. It's a tornado match. Just ring it. There it is. I mean, come on. It's a tornado match. Let him use the chair. Bro, they let all this other nonsense happen, and then the ref this. Okay, now they made it clear. They're doing the rules up as they go along. There's disqualification if you. But meanwhile, they bought staples. Nah, they fought all over it. Like, yeah, I know. Right. Look at this double suplex. You got the ops in control here. Where's Swerve? He passed away? Where's the other guy? Where's the manager that dancing all over the place? He ain't dancing either. What happened? He went to the toilet break? The coffee hit him? Oh. Damn, he's leaving the Hangman to get his ass kicked here. I guess. Oh, there he is. There's a... I don't know. Yeah. Him with that coffee, that nasty coffee. I don't know where he gets those beans from. He's going. I don't know where he grows those coffee beans. Somewhere in Queens. I don't know about that. Coffee don't grow in Queens. Ooh. Yeah, because if you, let's say like yourself that haven't watched in a while, and when you saw, wait a minute, didn't this guy burn this other guy's house and now they're pals? Syringes. Yeah. It's because that's what happens in that company. Because there we go. But he got the crowd. They love to swing serve house. Who's this? Oh, Hodge. Clothesline. Yeah, but did they say that in a promo? My enemy, see, you're explaining it, but not the audience. Chef don't know that. They didn't do the job to explain it. Because you're like, oh damn, that. Woo. That was brutal. Yo, this match is they're working hard though. I'll tell you this much. See, I expect that from the bait. I expect that from Hobbs, from Hangman and Swerve, because there's no, and then to see if they really have patched things here, because they're working like best friends. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. 450's Phoenix Splash there. That was beautiful. Now they're gonna have an issue with each other. Finally, they've been doing teaming up through the whole match. They waited halfway through the match to stare at each other. They should have done that first thing coming out. Like, oh. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit the back of the head on the table. I still. Oh, there you go. Don't break your leg now. Yo, I still say Logan Paul does it better. Beautiful. It's over. All right. That was a fun match. Chaotic, fun match. That was a fun, chaotic match for the Sickos. Now, there we go. Now, there we go. Bring the dancing fool in. Oh, the walking wiener. Oh, against Swerve Strickland. Oh, that's going to be a pretty decent match there. That's a good match. That's a good match. No, that is a banger of a match. That is. Who? Let me get my pound of flesh and let's go 3-on-3. My man against you and a partner. Winner gets the $1 million. Another money match. Another money match. Callis has too many dudes, and they need to get them loose, and they're using money as a storyline for the Bucks because they're broke kayfabe. Yeah, they're broke, but like, where's it leading off for them to get their money back? And what happens when they get their money back? They got their money back, and they spend it like idiots. Like, what's the like? Hmm. Okay, I'm listening. I'm trying. I'm trying to see where this. Mhm. Like, here's the one. Here's what I'm gonna ask for both for everyone. All right, if the Bucks get their money back, are they somehow how are they going to make it? To me, the end game should be that they get the EVP status back, but they lost that. They lost to which they never mentioned to Hairspray and Swerve in that match, and then Swerve went on a surgery, got injured, and also Osprey's out. Could we make it where they should have done it? What they should have done when they won the money and they were in Vegas, that they high rolled and they gambled it all to win, and they bought back their EVP stocks. But I mean, I don't know what's the end game here because they are EVPs and I still think they're real EVPs in storyline wise and in kayfabe and outside of the wrestling community. So get back your EVP status. You should have won it. Speaking of strange, here's another one. Bang Bang Gang. It sounds like something out of Pete Diddy's story. The Bang Bang Gang. I saw it. I saw the whole thing. My wife. I saw it yesterday. That son of a gun is gonna has a special place next to if he doesn't repent. Juice. Austin and Juice. I can't take this. Bang Bang Gang. It just makes me laugh.
2025 Continental Classic, but let's head to ringside for an update on this match. Fletcher has been a monster so far this tournament. In 6 points, however, Steve O'Malley has won that fight himself. Somebody lost the fact that tonight is too time for him. Cal Fletcher told me earlier today, with no lack of confidence that the Continental Championship will not be.
Yeah, and those arguments that we're mentioning or disappointment with the company is not just us. It's a lot of people.
Last year in the 2025 Continental Classic, he finished at the top of the blue league with 12 points. And Cal Fletcher, he has said that he is intent on bettering that list. So perfect 5 wins, 15 points for Cal Fletcher. The opportunity is before him here tonight, but the opposition, Speedball Mike Bailey, he's hungry, Brian. Speedball Mike Bailey, I talked to him a little bit earlier today. He feels like this match is a must-win for him. Even against a very difficult opponent in Cal Fletcher, he doesn't want to get off to an 0-2 start. I see it on your screen, the semifinals, the league final, and the overall finals of the 2025 Continental Classic will take place on Saturday, December 27th at Arena, Chicago, Illinois. AEWTIX.com on pay-per-view and HBO Max. Well, last year, of course, you mentioned the 12 points by Kyle Fletcher. That was the most finished of the key wrestler of the tournament last year. So 12 points, as you mentioned, still available.
So we got Mike Bailey and Kyle Fletcher. I just got to let the audience know on YouTube because I am also simulcasting on YouTube. They don't hear you on YouTube, so I just got to make sure. Don't want to see here totally quiet.
Based on the result earlier tonight, on a tie with Kyle Fletcher. On the top of the table, 6 points each. Kyle Fletcher. Tonight, oh, wait a second. The hitting particular Fletcher right on the shoulders, and now the crucifix to the reversal. Kyle Fletcher could go up to 7, potentially 9 points here tonight. 1, 2. Fletcher able to kick out. Somebody like Kyle Fletcher, but Mike Bailey won that match. So 6, 7 years ago, Kyle Fletcher primarily a tag team competitor. Now since then,
Ooh. Kyle Fletcher taunting, but he started off as a baby. That embrace in the beginning, like, was kind of weird because that was kind of baby face from Kyle Fletcher, and then they went into this match. It's weird. Yes. A little brother or teammate, part of the Aussie Open.
He's so adept at coming from unexpected angles.
Ooh. But they're not real brothers, though. They're not brothers. They just, yeah. Yes. Like Christian and Edge. Yeah, more like Christian and Edge type of deal. But they both Hall of Fame careers. Like that's why I think this is gonna happen with Ospreay and Fletcher. They're gonna be, they were a tag team, now they're going their singles. They're gonna have a lot of success singles, and eventually they'll team up later down a couple years. That's true. Ooh. That's exactly what that is. Oh. Oh damn. Bailey's so good, but I don't know. It's like, man. Yeah. No, but he had to leave TNA for more money. As much as I would love him to be in TNA right now, or working with NXT, but he needed to make the money. He needed to make.
Yes, sir. Almost as if he heard you, Brian. Like Bailey looking to press the attack, but Fletcher trying to create some distance.
Yeah. No, I don't think WWE. I don't think the Feds wouldn't want Speedball. He's too small. No, not only. I don't think that's because he could have. That's exactly what he's gonna do. He's one of those 5-star match guys. Oh, the same thing with Josh Alexander. I think he did as much as he needed to do in TNA, and there was really nothing for him to really do. And the same thing with Jordan Grace, like it or not, even though she's getting booked not to our liking in NXT, but she did too much already. She did anything she wanted to do already in TNA. It was time for her to take that challenge. Yes, it was timing. No, yeah. And Zarya.
With Private, your personal finances aren't just personal. We help your money make a difference for the ones who matter most. Because helping you serve others is at the heart of what we do. Private, where money means more.
I agree with you. I don't. Yeah, they're both stuck in that neutral position with NXT. I don't think WWE approached him. Who beat Speedball? I don't think Speedball wanted to take an offer because they weren't going to bring him on the main roster. I don't think he had any. I don't think Speedball had any interest in going to NXT. So I think WWE didn't. You know what? I know he doesn't want any interest in the NXT. So why bother approaching him? That's what I think. Because. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with you on that. Yes.
All year for mom's cooking. You know it's bad without your hands grilling. Save what's left for later. The number one choice for the love of food. Ziploc.
Johnson. It's closed.
Chef, I even give you further. If we go back in history, if he was still around, Wesley versus Speedball would have been a banger. But WWE felt like they had that type of athlete, and they don't want to get a redundant. I think when it comes to the women they can have the same copy and paste women for some odd reason, but for the men they don't take they see a certain type of wrestler, they don't tend to sign the same wrestler type of deal for some reason. I don't know if I've kind of felt like that with NXT. Yeah, yeah, I can see that, yeah, because it's kind of yeah. I'm not saying Dante Chen is Speedball Bailey, but yeah, in the eyes of yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful. But he does all these wonderful spots for him, and he doesn't get victories. Like you do all of this while you're young and great. When you get old and slow, what are you gonna do? Because you're relying a lot on your athleticism. I mean, that's why that comment with I believe it's Stevie Richards would like to see Kyle Fletcher go to the performance center. It's not for WWE to take his talent and of course they're going to benefit, but to teach him how to slow it down and tell a story while wrestling and then you become a mega monster star. But people took it the wrong way. But to be honest with you, that's AEW's job to try to develop him. They got enough coaches that work in the WWE that should be able to teach them. False finishes. That's what they want. That's what they call a banger match. The false finishes. I'm hitting them with everybody's finishers in all the book, and they kick out at 2, and the match goes 25 to 25 minutes long. That's what they consider a banger match. And you know what? This is a tournament match. You can understand them trying to do all this because it's a tournament match. I get it. But the over abundance of finishers like power moves that you're like, damn, and they kick out. That was a power bomb, and he kicked out like nothing. Two. All right, so they're having a chop fest in the middle of the ring. I have no idea what. I don't even know what considered that a 5-star, to be honest with you. Oh, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, because there was a lot of false finishes and this and that and this one there and then back and forth. All right, look, he did a half and half right here. Look at this again. Look at the sequence. Barely would have cut. That should be a finisher. Overabundance. He was just cuffing and puffing with chops, and now they're doing all these moves. Look at the flip-flopping. Here we go. Crucifix. Nope. Styles Clash. No. Powerbomb. No. Hurricanrana. Look, you kick out of nothing. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. A shot in the face. Now, he get him knees. Bro, all those sequences are finishers. A kick right to the head. Watch this kick out at 2. Bro, that's bastardizing the wrestling. Oh, hell yeah. You look at him kick out of here, Chef. Bro, this is... yeah, someone considers one of the best matches in WrestleMania history because of the same thing. Super kick. Goodbye. Oh, now he hit him super kick. Here's his Canadian. No. Oh, that's his finisher. That's his tornado finisher. Here we go. Yep, the ultimate weapon, indeed. He got him. That's his finisher. Watch him kick out. So, how am I going to take Speedball as a freaking threat in that company? And oh my God, what a great match. Bullshit. You're killing the business here. Because now Speedball is nothing but a jobber now because he's garbage. He hit him with his best and he's still, no. And they love that. Yeah, I would have loved him to grab the rope. Bro, he's still doing that move after he freaking gave a concussion to Adam Cole. So it's okay for him to get the pin, but not Speedball. Oh my God, he kicked out on that one too. So he got hit on the apron. And then he got brainbuster and he kicked out. No, you're gonna have people glazing this and saying this was a banger on the internet. So, Chef, All the moves that he put him on and hit him with everything hard, he beats him with a freaking sunset flip with a sunset flip. He needed that victory though. He needed that victory, but they could have brought it home simpler. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. One was a career-ending match, or mm-hmm. That was a good match. Yeah, it was technical. That was a good one. Meltzer. Yeah, I mean that this one was a back and forth false finish special. That's what they've called Fletcher and Speedball Mike Belly. But again, I thought it was 7-star in the Tokyo Dome. Okay, so was there was there? I mean, was there a lot of false finishes in that? I never seen none of their matches, and I'm not gonna go watch them. So I'm gonna be honest with you. So I guess it is. So he has a criteria that if it's a lot of false finish spam, a lot of moves that they kick out to him, that makes him exciting. That's his version of why. It's like when people get voted into the All Star game or and when they're going to give an All Star award, whatever major sport, the writers see a certain player and they see how impact wins on the team. In baseball, wins above replacement. In football, how valuable they are to their team, to the reason of winning. There's different writers have different criteria. We all know what Meltzer's criteria is. It's the false finish man, and I think, and then Tony Khan wants to only abide by that. Because if they really were going by that metric, those arenas will be sold out to see them wrestle. Is he even there? He's playing video games. Yeah, that's a good one. He do it for free. That's what she said. No, he's good for that company. Don Callis, I disagree. Don Callis is good for the AEW. You need that manager heel. That's the one guy that gets heat. That's what you want people to hate. That's what you want. You want Don Callis' heat. He has to, like Heather said, I agree 1,000% with her. He has too many minions in his group. Way too many. But they need him. Oh, the main event? All right, here we go. Wow. They're going to start late. We're getting an overrun. Poor little girl. No. Yeah. Nobody want to hear this bum. Yeah, compared to the way they started, that's the thing. All of this is because we're I don't know if it's fair. Maybe it's not fair. We're comparing it to the way it started the first 2.5 years, and then you could say pre-punk or during punk, and then that's why because they set a barometer, a guideline of what they were, and then to see it now, like what the hell has happened, and then we're trying to dissect where did it go wrong, why did they go bad. And when we see it, those are the concerns. Maybe this is why they're going in this direction.
Force of destruction. And even though he wrestled here a number of years later, I believe almost saying a tribute to Samoa Joe. Joe's been that way his entire career, probably his entire life. I mean, he was a bouncer. He played football in college. He's always been somebody who wasn't afraid to fight. And Eddie Kingston, somebody who's not afraid to fight either.
Absolutely, because they got there, because they have, yeah. I said this. It's a bum race. So, for John Cena's, but they're not. It's never gonna happen. John Cena's match on Saturday night's main event, I would have been a great to have at ringside or at sitting in the hard cam or whatever. Every world champion from all the major companies just sitting there watching John Cena match with the title on their shoulders. You could have your TNA world champion, your AAA mega champion, which is Dominic, which is in the company. Your NXT champions, he's going to wrestle anyway, but have him sit out there. Cody. You could even invite, heck, a piece of Olive Branch. With AEW now, with all the merger with Netflix and stuff, you make a nice, merger, an Olive Branch just for the night. Have Joe sit there with the title, acknowledge it, the great, because John Cena is the 17th, the longest reigning champion. You have the IWGP champion there, the Noah champ. It could have been. It would have looked nice of pro wrestling coming together for that one night just for John Cena to be at ringside. And they go all part ways and
Let's not forget that AEW World Championship match is 60-minute time, and we're going to stick with the actual 410 each have one. Then we'll bring the come from there on out. It is all action tonight on Dynamite, which is coming. I love this. This is going to be one-on-one, exactly what we want to see for the AEW World Title.
yeah, I would even have OBW World Champion sitting there because Joe they started OBW for just have him for the John Cena match just for a few minutes. Come out there while John comes out and they when the match is over, have the World Champions get on their feet and clap for and that would have been a nice solidarity. All the World Champions from all different wrestling companies at ringside. You know, it would have. It's not about yeah. It's about pro wrestling. Yes. Yes. That would have been a nice solidarity, a nice way of sending out a way to, you know, be like, damn, even Joe, even AEW's represented here. Ring of Honor champion. Just let it for one night be bygones, be bygones. It's a bigger thing, and that's an olive branch. Maybe that works. That comes to a way of not a. I'm not going to say they're going to be TNA collaboration, but just something cordial. You know, all right, we're calling a truce for a moment because we're coming for the betterment of the wrestling fans. And I think that would have been a nice gesture. But they, of course, they're not going to do that. I mean, that would have been a nice move. You know, seeing that would have been OVW, seeing all those different ones there, that would have been really cool. I don't say AEW is not a little engine that could either. They got a billionaire. They got a billionaire who says he's got money, more money than anyone. That's the problem. That's who's the little engine that could. TNA. Especially when the owner comes out being arrogant. You know how, you know, that's the problem. He opened his mouth for so many early part of him instead of staying quiet and let the other people praise him and give him his flowers, not yourself. Because he's not a little engine you could because you got 2 stadium shows or throw with Wembley and you have the Texas. Those are big. TNA hasn't even sniffed a stadium yet. So and he has had success on both of them, regardless if one was only 25,000 and the other one was whatever 75 plus. Those are still big monumental jobs for All Elite Wrestling. That's still monumental. That's something to be proud of. That's not a little engine. He knows. He just know the talent is there, the spirit is there, but just there. Yeah, the direction isn't. Everything is there for them to be very successful and continue to be successful, but the direction is just gotta just change a little bit, just a little bit. You might lose a little bit of your hardcore. You might not like it, but you might gain much more that might like it. You know, right now you guys love it, and that's no problem. But change, you might be able to gain a couple more. Maybe did you ever think that maybe that was a strategy by Carlos Silva? I work with WWE so I could get this company lucrative and get us going, and then once we get going and lucrative, maybe we'll we continue or we part ways, but we got a jump start by them. We'll use them to get us jump started. And it's true what Junior says. TNA AEW has done more in 6 years than TNA has ever done. Absolutely. And I hate to say that, I love TNA, but AEW has done far much more greater things from the arena gates that TNA has done, in every week. TNA, now even with the new TV deal, they're not going to be live every week. I hate to say that. They're going to still do tapings. At least this guy, at least Tony Khan attempts to go live. He goes live every week. Regardless if the show is not hitting well or not, I got to give him credit. He gives the balls to go weekly live where But TNA is not doing that. That's the issue right there. At least Tony Khan gives the wrestling fans live production each and every week, where TNA is not there yet. No, you don't have to give up. It's a spirit of the debate, Heather. No, it's a spirit of debate. I'm not gonna see you different. We enjoy the spirit of the debate. No, they're flawed. Yeah, they're in danger of having an avalanche on their asses. Yeah. But something's Chef, you know what? Something doesn't add up either. They've got over 800,000 people waiting for buy tickets for this Royal Rumble in Saudi. Like, where the hell are these people getting this cash? It does. I agree. Yes. Oh. Yes, indeed. Yes, the Babes of Raps are your tag team champion. Yes, indeed. They won it on the opening match tonight on Dynamite. All right, I'm back. I just had to let them know. They asked if the Babes of Raps won the tag team championship on there. Yeah, no, that's what I totally agree with that. And especially their tickets are affordable. If they were to put just a little bit of a tinker of they could really get back to the arenas. Yes, that too. Yes. You see that again? That was our point. Tony Khan, he's his own worst enemy. If he were to accept that he's not having and understand that there's a problem with the company and make the right adjustments, they have a chance here to really do some damage. But he's not. That's why. And then what happens is you start kind of micromanaging or trickle down to other things with the company. Like the awards start getting more brighter, or the awards start being more magnifying with the company because of the head of the company. It's just that's the issue.
That's a challenging task in its own right. With how big Joe is, Eddie managed to do it. Kingston has the high ground, the advantage.
And we're seeing, and I hate to say that, but we're seeing that with TNA right now a little bit. We saw that with Joe Hendry, and now we saw that with Mike Santana. And I'm gonna see, let's see who's the next big champion. And if they do the same stupidity, waiting a little too long, then I'm gonna be having the same issues with TNA that I'm talking about with AEW here. No problem. Coquina crunch. This match is about to end anyway. Eddie's gonna pass out. Yeah, because TNA ain't no saint either. They're gonna get their. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, because they're no saints. They haven't been. What they're doing is, and I also to NXT. What the hell NXT yesterday? We still got a few minutes. I want to definitely because I want to review it, but I don't want to wait until Saturday. I can't. This is fresh on my mind, and there's so much other wrestling coming on. I can't wait for Saturday to review a whole week. I have to probably start splitting up half of the week to do wrestling reviews because it's a lot. I think how the hell you're going to have Lexus King lead a brigade of folks at TNA to beat up and take the title and attack, and then he loses to an LFG guy. How does that make sense? And the way he lost, no soul the super kick. As much as I complain about the Fred, I said that yesterday on the live broadcast. The kid is a freaking novice from LFG who's learning how to be a wrestler, and he because he's supposed to be a Looney Tune. He's gonna no soul a super kick and finisher. I had a lot of disconnect with that. And then I'm supposed to look at Lexus King as a guy who's going to lead a coup or a brigade in a TNA. I don't think so. I have an issue with that, Chef. Give me 1 second. Let me say goodbye to the audience on YouTube for a minute. Go ahead. I'll listen to you. Thank you guys on YouTube. We appreciate you. That is our AEW watch along. And we'll see you tomorrow night for TNA.
Represento las calles de mi tierra.